Good evening, everyone. We thank you so much once again for joining us this Thursday evening. My name is Immaculate Businje. I am a financial professional. I'm a crusader of financial freedom, a crusader of living benefits, a crusader of anything finance and financial management. So tonight we have a beautiful topic. We're going to be learning together the ideal retirement plan solutions for ourselves, for our families, for our communities. So tonight, everybody, we always think about this. Everybody needs to have that good retirement plan, and everyone has one, but we may have different ones. Some may have 401ks, some people may have savings plans, pension plans, any kind you may think of that you may have for your family or yourself. But is that the best you can have? The reason we are here tonight is to learn together, to actually see if there is a better one, that ideal one that can actually either supplement what you have or actually replace what you have. If we find that what we're going to discuss tonight is actually the ideal that you want to have for yourself or your family. So we are here to learn together as always. We're not just teaching, but we're learning together. And we love to have these discussions as interactive as they can be, because we know any of us has something or two to teach us, or we learn together, as we always say that. So before we get started, I do have my co-hosts here. They'll go ahead and introduce themselves. I would love to give them the honors to introduce themselves before we actually get in the real topic and start actually, learning with you. Beth, please go ahead.
Hey, good evening, everybody. My name is Beth Onyango Howard, and I'm here today with exciting information on how we can plan for our retirement. There are so many ways to plan for our retirement, but there's the ideal way to plan for it. So stay tuned and let's talk about money, making money, preserving money, and making more money. Stay tuned.
Thank you so much, guys, for having me tonight. My name is Ivan Gatete, and I'm also a financial professional, and I'm very excited to share the knowledge I have regarding the financial literacy. And tonight, I'm very much also excited to learn from you guys, because I know you have more exciting knowledge and questions which will help us to dive into everything that we'll be able um, to to take care of tonight. So thank you everyone for joining in. Stay tuned.
Thank you so very much. It looks like tonight is going to be a great night. Yeah, so stay tuned and keep all those intriguing questions by you. Jot them down and wait until after the presentation. We're going to give you enough time. We're going to listen to you. We're going to learn with you and answer anything that you really want to answer. So before we get started, so as we were saying, we all have different kinds of savings plan or retirement plans, but ask yourself to know how you can compare what you have and what we're going to share tonight. So we have a few questions we want you to ask yourself. As you think about what you have, be it a 401k, be it just a regular savings account in a bank, be a pension plan, whichever savings plan you do have. Think about these questions as you actually try to compare what you have so we can be able to learn together. So the first question we have is, are you concerned about the recent or even longer term volatility in the market? What does that mean? The market has been up and down. Could you be having money in 401k? You know the money in 401k is mostly in the market. If you're losing money, are you still concerned that even what you have, you're going to lose it? If so, keep an eye on that. Do you feel unease about what negative impact or the volatility in the market could have on your hard-earned retirement savings? We will work hard because we know in the future we need to retire comfortably. So if you have saved your money, thinking to retire maybe in 10, 20, 30 years, are you concerned that you keep actually losing your hard-earned money, and by the time you retire, you won't have enough? Think about that retirement plan you have, and think about it. Are you actually safe? Is your money in the market? Are you losing it? Are you scared you could lose it in the future if you haven't lost it? Think about that, because we're going to show you the ideal retirement plan. Would you benefit from a strategy where you participate when the index goes up, but does not lose when the index goes down? We're going to tell you that ideal plan whereby actually you play with the market upward, but when the market goes down, you don't actually have to worry about losing money. That one is coming. Would you like a strategy that can simultaneously offers growth potential and have volatility control in the market? Do you want to earn, do you want to earn money on top of your principal? You earn money on your interest. All that is going to come. That is why we have actual professionals tonight to learn with you, to take you through that ideal retirement plan whereby your hard-earned money is going to be safe. But think about what you have. It is going to help you. It is going to help you to know if what you have actually has those repercussions. If you don't know what you have, it's going to be hard for you to know actually what you need. So I want you to think about what you have so you can jump in here, learn with us, and see if there is anything you can change to make better retirement plan that is easy, safe, actually, that is not gonna give you any issues. So to get started then, I'll ask Ivan Gatete to go on and start with that beautiful ideal retirement solution that we're all waiting for. Ivan, take it on.
Thank you so much, Emma. I really appreciate your presentation. That was very beautiful. And I will also dive into details of what are the advantages of the ideal solution that we are bringing to you tonight. Thank you so much. Emma has given us a clear view of the questions that we ask ourselves every day, or it could be some of us could be seeing this question maybe for the first time, or it could be the first time we're seeing few of these questions, and these questions are opening up our minds because everyone would like to retire with dignity. Everyone would always we always think about when we're gonna retire. Sometimes we even think about if something happens too soon, what is gonna happen? So this is where we come with the solution tonight, telling you that amongst all the retirement plans that exist, the 401k, the savings, the qualified IRAs, and so on, but we have the ideal solution. We have the ideal retirement plan solution, which I think everyone can learn from us from this presentation tonight. And this is the IUL. IUL is basically the indexed universal life insurance. And this, we're going to dive into the advantages or how is it ideal. The first one is this IUL provides the growth potential through the index with the power of indexing. What does this mean? This means that if you have your savings, or if you buy the policy, if you purchase the policy, your money is locked in to these indexes, which will help which will help your money to be free from inflation. What else do we see? How ideal this IUL is? It provides tax-free. It is tax deferred, which means your money will not be taxed. It provides compounding interest. What does this mean? Think about this carefully. The portion of your money goes to the principal, and another portion goes to the compounding interest, meaning every year your money increases. Where else can we get that? This is the only way we can access this, through IUL. What else do we have? It is the IUL provides the downside protection of the principal and interest with a minimum. Hold on just a second. IUL provides protection for our savings. The savings we are saving for that, we are having for our future, will be protected through IUL. The fourth point which I want you to look into carefully. IUL provides retirement income to be paid tax-free. Think about that carefully. Tax-free. It sounds to be not true, but I'm telling you, IUL is the only way you can have your savings to not be taxed. And also, it provides, let's say if you pass on and your money will be given to the beneficiaries without income tax. This money will not be taxed, and your family or your beneficiaries will not be worried about paying the whole bunch of taxes. This can only be found in IUL. How ideal, to add on that, the liquidity part of IUL. You have access to your money anytime you want. You can borrow from your money. Imagine borrowing from the money with, it's like you have the whole control of your savings. You don't need to go to the bank, all those processes that you have to go through, asking for permission, asking for appointments. No. You have it in control through the IUL. Another important point to look at is flexibility of the IUL. What does this mean? You can also think about, if let's say tomorrow you have an income and you are paying a certain premium. Tomorrow you could be paying a certain amount, and tomorrow you might be needing to add on or do less. This is where Index Universal Life, or IUL, is very much ideal. It provides that advantage. Another point to look at is it provides the tax advantage of living benefits. Let's say you have a terminal illness, a critical illness, chronic illness. This IUL is the only way that is going to provide safety, and also it is going to make you feel you are protected. You don't need to worry about, hey, the money I had saved, it's not enough. No, this is going to help you accessing the savings you save for your retirement. When you fall sick, let's say you have an accident, God forbid. Let's say you have a chronic illness. Life happens. We all know that. This IUL is going to provide you with that. It's going to clear that tension that you might have in the future, because it is going to provide financial safety, financial support during that period. You're going to be given a certain amount of money, and it's going to cater for your need during that time. Thank you so much. I'm going to come to another slide where we're going to ask us a question after hearing all the advantages of IUL, which makes it ideal. Let's have this question in mind. How does IUL match up to your ideal retirement plan? Everyone has the plan, the retirement plan, but how does IUL match up to yours that you have today? We're going to look at the 4 important P's of money. that IUL provides. One, protection of the principal and the interest. Here we mean, let's say we have the certain amount that we put in our savings scheme in the IUL. This money is going to earn interest every year. That money, that interest will add up to our principal, and meaning our money is going to be growing. IUL provides protection of principal and interest in a safe, secure, and tax-advantaged manner. Think about that. IUL has a minimum guarantee while allowing the cash value to grow at the market-like returns each year when the market increases. Growth is tied to an index and not directly in the market. Wow, that is fantastic. The principal and the interest is protected with no downside risk due to negative market returns. We all know the market is always flipping, but this IUL is going to protect us from all that. You don't need to worry about how you're going to lose, because the IUL has already thought about that, and it has provided the scheme of how you can save your money. IUL gains and interest are locked in and do not participate in down index years. Thank you so much. Let's come to another slide. Then another piece is preservation of assets. IUL is an ideal wealth accumulation solution to preserve a person's asset, and for those who do not like to lose their money in the market, but do like annual locking of interest returns. We don't like to lose money. No one likes to lose money. You may buy a house today, and tomorrow, for certain reasons, we have, let's say, we all know about what happened in LA. That was a disaster. It can be lost. Your money can be lost. You could be having the assets, but in IUL, you'll be protected from that pressure. For those who do like upside growth tied to an index without outperform most other financial vehicles. We all go to the banks and they tell us, hey, you can open up a savings account. But think about this. If you see the interest, the annual interest every year, they tell us it's going to be 0.0 something. In index, in IUL, it's actually not even 0. No. You may start with a figure like, let's say 7, depending on the current market. It does not go beyond 0. No, it doesn't. And these banks get your money, they tie them to the index accounts, and then they tell you you're going to be getting 0, meaning they are benefiting from your money more than you. So IUL provides you quick access to these index accounts. You see, it's like you're having the bank in your own home, in your own life. You don't need to go to the bank. You're saving your money and it doesn't have risks. And for those who like annual income taxes on cash value interest growth, entire interest is earned on top of interest already earned. Wow, think about that. Every interest earned, there is no annual taxes. No income taxes paid on interest when removing money from IUL in retirement years with policy loans. If you're borrowing money from your policy, you don't have interest. If you go to the bank, that's when we think about business, we want to have a loan. When we think about making an investment, we want to have extra money, and we go to the bank. But through IUL, you can access the savings that you have that have been accumulating, and you borrow from your own savings and then start your own business. Thank you so much. Let's go to another slide. The third P is potential for upside even in a volatile market. When we see volatile market, what does it mean? It means unsteady market. It keeps flipping. It keeps having uncertainties. We can never think of anything. It could be inflation. Something happens and it affects all the financial market. But this IUL potentially protects from all that, and it keeps you safe from losing, and it has, the growth is tied on an index which provides higher potential opportunity. Index gains are locked in the account accumulation. There is zero downside risk. I'm pretty sure a lot of people don't know this, but there is zero downside risk due to a minimum credit on index accounts. Annual reset is in a down market provide opportunity for higher growth. That's why IUL is the ideal solution for the retirement plans. We are going to look at the last 4P of the IUL, which is payment of money when it is needed the most. We all have those situations where we need money the most, and we can borrow from our friends, we can go to the banks, but it's urgent. We urgently need this money. How can we get that? How can we how can we protect ourselves from, or how can we stop ourselves from facing this challenge over and over? The ideal solution is IUL. IUL protects a person's most important asset, which is their income. IUL has valuable living benefits and tax advantage retirement benefits. IUL covers the 3 what ifs in life. Die too soon. I'm telling you, we all ask ourselves that question. In case I die too soon, you think about your family, you think about your friends, you think about the plans you've been having. IUL got you covered on that. Live too long. Let's say if you live too long, you don't want to struggle when you're in your 80s. You don't want to struggle when you are in your 70s. You don't want to think during that time. No. IUL got you covered. If you start now, then you'll be having no thoughts of, I wish I did this. I wish I did this. Another thing is get sick along the way. You might be very young today, but life happens. We all know that. Something happens and then boom, all your plans, all your money, everything is gone. But IUL provides tax advantage living benefits for terminal, critical, and chronic illnesses. Thank you so much. I'll stop right there and invite my colleague, Beth, to take over. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ivan. Would you just flip back to the last slide that you just talked about? I want to start from there. And yeah, I'm so much interested in this part of the slide because it speaks to what our lives are in reality, right? We've seen people get sick along the way. They get terminal illnesses, they get chronic illnesses, and they don't have nowhere to get help. But if you have your money in the right place, you can always access it, and that's what we call living benefits. So IUL is the only valuable retirement plan solution that has an aspect of getting living benefits for in case you fall sick along the way. What if it happens and you die too soon? Nobody knows their time, right? Then you have beneficiaries there. We have mortgages. We have so many things to take care of. This is the only solution that gives your beneficiary an advantage of having the money that you saved to access them without having any taxes impacted with all those the money and the benefits that they get from your savings. Sometimes we live too long, and we've all walked out here and see people working so hard when they're too old, and you're like, why are they even working? Because they have to take care of certain bills. Here in America, we don't escape bills. So We live too long, you find someone very old, maybe working in Walmart, and you're like, oh my God, how can we even help this person? This is the only time you have when you're still young to prepare for when you're old. We don't know how long we're going to live. So you want to put your money whereby you can access, and you can access without any taxes being imposed on it. So you don't have a risk of having your income taxed when you're too old and you need money to take care of the bills that you have. So I just wanted to just reiterate on what my colleague Ivan has said about the three what ifs of life, because this is a reality in our lives today. Okay, so I'll just do a quick summary because Ivan has he's done a great job on talking through what this ideal retirement plan solution looks like. So why should people buy this solution, which is an index universal life? We need strong cash value accumulation potential for tax efficient retirement planning. I'm just going to go through the listing and then I'll just do a quick summary on each and every one of it. So we also want the opportunity for higher potential market gains tied to an index to keep up with the inflation. Right now, we already know how everything is tied. The inflation rate is too high. The market is very volatile. It keeps changing. But we want our money to be in a place whereby it still gains, even if we are in an environment where inflation is just so chaotic, which is the current market state, as we all know. So do you like the volatility and risk associated with the other securities and variable investments? I know we have so many investments out there. Everybody has a choice of, you want to put your money maybe in a savings account in a bank. Maybe you want to put your money in a 401k, maybe with your employer, or just to have it there. But what we need to know is this money is really affected when the market goes up, they go up. When they go down, you go down with it. And right now, when we tie all this with the inflation rate that is happening, and I can just tell each one of us, if you have a 401k account, just go peep through it and see how many arrows are going down right now. You don't want your money whereby you're going to lose it at any given time. You want your money to be safe and secure with a certain percentage of guaranteed interest rate at any given time, so that when it's the downtime, you're at least safe. When it's up and gaining, you're gaining and celebrating. So what also something else to ask ourselves, what the security of knowing they will not have the negative interest rate return even in the times of down market. I think I've already explained that. And also what we want to build in, we want a built-in product flexibility to accommodate changing market conditions. I think I've also summarized that in my previous explanation. So with IUL, you have the best of both worlds. So you have the stability with guarantees. What are these guarantees that I'm talking about? I am talking about a minimum interest rate that is guaranteed. Whether the market is upside down, whether it's in the lowest of it all, you have a certain percentage that you're guaranteed to earn. So you want to put your money whereby you are guaranteed a certain index that you will receive as income on your money. Safety. How safe is your money? The money market is going up and down. So it's very volatile. So you also want to capitalize on that safety of your money, and you can only get that when you actually plan with an IUL as your retirement solution. Flexibility. This amount Your money, wherever you have it in IUL, you can always access it anytime you need it. In other securities, like I'm going to take 401k because it's the most common. Most of the time, you're not allowed to even access your 401k because there's a certain age that you have to attain before you access your money. So you'll be saving there, but in case of an emergency or in case there's something coming up, you have to wait. But if you go ahead and access the money, you get very hefty penalties. Plus, the money is taxed. So maybe if you had like 20 grand saved there, 100, you may end up paying everything a huge hefty percentage to taxes, plus the penalty that you get to access your money early before the age that is stated for that. So with IUL, you can actually have the flexibility to access. We also have loans up there that you can get with awesome interest free rates. Liquidity. There are many times you can access the money. As I say, we are always liquid without any restrictions to access the money. So everybody wants that because we don't know when all these things will happen. Let's say, for instance, when you look at the living benefits, the benefits that come with IUL, you fall sick, you need an emergency medical attention. You're going to access your money, you're going to get treated, and you're going to get all the peace of mind you need for your family and the people around you together with yourself. So also, and on the upside, earning potential with the stock market like returns, but the downside protection. This is very, very important because we have downside protection is when the market is on the lowest low, and I've said this a couple of times. We have a certain percentage of minimum interest that you still earn on your money. You can never beat that, right? Yeah. So let us look at what the summary looks like. Of course, I've already talked about the zero downside risk. There's no risk at all. It goes down, you still have a minimum that you're getting. Very good upside potential. I mean, if it hits 20, it hits 20 with you. So who doesn't want that? We all like that, right? Yeah. So look at the annual lock-in of interest gains. That one also comes with our IUL retirement plan for that if you choose this plan as your retirement plan. The income tax deferred growth. This is the only plan that allows you to defer your income tax, and it has a lot of growth that comes with it as well. So income tax-free retirement cash flow. The interest that you get does not accrue interest. Does not accrue any tax. It's tax-free, so all your money is always intact. So for whenever you want to access it, there's no tax. Because remember, when you have this IUL, you've already paid taxes upfront. So when you want to access it, there's no way you're going to get taxed again. And I know so many of us who have been here for some time, we understand that taxes are usually, as the inflation rate goes high, we don't know about tomorrow. We don't know what percentage the taxes will look like. So if we pay today, we're already done with it. And if we contribute or if we save towards the IUL, you're done with the taxes upfront. So when you want to access your money, it's your money, and you guarantee that that's your money without any taxes. Or if anything happens to you and you pass away and your family needs to get the benefits that comes with it, they don't have to be stressed about, oh my God, this money was this amount of money, but now it's going to be taxed. And then now we have a mortgage here looking at us. We're going to be homeless. You want to protect your people. And I keep on saying that if anybody in this world depends on you, you need an IUL. You need to be covered. You need to plan for the future. So we have very strong tax-free death benefit. I've already tackled that. And then we have tax advantage for living benefits. You get sick. IUL gives you a chance to access your money if you get chronic illness or terminal illnesses, and that money is not taxed. So you already know when you check your statements, the money that is there is the money that you are going to get should any of these things happen to you. So that is the summary that I wanted to say on this topic. And I'm going to give it back to Immaculate so that she can round up with everything else. And then we'll open the floor for any questions, concerns, comments, and feedback, because I know we are here to learn, and we are expecting also all of you who are watching us tonight to just contribute to the knowledge that you have on this matter. Back to you, Immaculate.
Oh, thank you so very much, Beth and Ivan. I couldn't actually add more because I think you have nailed it. And again, we are here. We love these discussions to be interactive, because the more interactive we get, the more we get to learn. So I can't say it any better, because again, we were saying that IUL is the ideal retirement planning solutions, but to me, I can say it's the ideal daily, not just retirement, even today. Because remember, the IUL, that product itself, it comes in two pieces, in two parts, the protection and accumulation. So people might say, like, but you talked about retirement and now you're talking about death. When you're planning for your life, you don't know how long your life is going to be. That's what makes an IUL actually more ideal, because I may plan for my 90 or 95th or 100th year, and something strikes when I'm just 45 or 50. So the IUL having those two components of protection when I get sick today, protection when I die tomorrow, protection when something happens to me, when I get sick, the living benefits are there waiting for me. When I die, tax-free death benefits are waiting for me. And then the accumulation part. Accumulation, that is for your retirement. That is for you when you retire. So you're accumulating money. I always tell people, this is the only product that you put one premium and you kill so many birds with just one premium. You put a premium, you have a bank in your own account, you get sick, you're covered, you die, your family is covered, you live a long life, your retirement period is done, and then whenever you die, because we're all going to go at one point, your family is going to stay well. That is why we call it actually, you're just not saving for yourself. That is the generational income like creation, generational wealth creation, because you're protecting yourself today, protecting your family tomorrow, and yourself whenever something has to happen. So I believe this was good. So as the presenters were actually did ask questions from the beginning, we hope you did compare what options you do have today. And the presentation the presenters went through this evening, then we can learn together. Let us open the mic. Bring all those beautiful questions you have. You can actually slide them in the chat if you want, whichever works best for you. We are always open. Even the flyers do have our numbers. If you feel like you're shy and maybe you're learning late, always slide them in, because we always get those questions even after the presentation. So we're going to go ahead and ask, open the mic, open up your mic, write in the chat. Let us hear from you, because we love to learn together. The floor is open for anyone who wants to add on, ask, or comment. The floor is open now. Oh, I got a question. I don't know why someone sent the thing in here. So well, as we said, you can put your questions in the chat, but someone just sent me actually on DM on my DM. They sent a question here. They're asking, so we are now talking about retirement. Are we talking about people who are about to retire? Are young people also concerned? Should this also concern the young people who are not actually ready to retire. This is very interesting. So, so this question is really very interesting because when you look at this, retirement should not actually be for only people who are old, you know? The earlier you start your retirement, the better you're going to be able to have actually a tangible or better retirement. Because if you say you're going to start actually planning at age 50, how much are you going to be putting down? And depending on which plan you're picking, really, even if let me say you're trying to contribute towards your 401k, it's an increment of a plan of the plans you put on side until you reach that retirement age. The younger you are, for example, with this ideal retirement plan we're talking about of IUL, the younger you are, the cheaper it is. Remember, with these life insurance products, they actually meant for young people. So it is for everyone, but the younger you are, you actually more advantaged. You have more advantages to get it when you're young. One, when you get it when you may be 20, 30, 40, you lock in your age, you lock in your premiums. The premiums you start with when you're 30 or 35 or 40, 45 or 50 are going to be far away different from someone who is 60. So the younger you start, the premiums are lower, probably your health is good, you're still young and healthy, you're locking in everything. When you get your policy today and you get sick tomorrow, God forbid, that does not concern you. So yes, the earlier you get, you're not going to be burdened by having to put too much because you have enough time to accumulate. I hope I did answer this question the way they wanted, but yes, retirement planning or protection for that case. As we said, IUL is not just for retirement, it's even for your protection. This is your life insurance that happens to have all those good stuff in it. Protects you today when you get sick, protects you tomorrow when you die, protects you in the future when you retire or when you grow old and you want to live a good life. So that was a good one. So if anybody has anything in there, it doesn't have to be a question. It could even be a comment or something you want to add on.
Nabaza ikibazo.
Yes, please. Rwose mu rurimi ushaka uko ubishaka nta kibazo.
Okay. Hari akabazo jya nkunda kugira ukuntu umuntu yafungura account. Urabona ko ino yo IUL ni nka banki, ni nka account. Ni gute umuntu yafungura ku buryo azajya managing account yiwe?
Urakoze Clement. Thank you so much. I believe everybody, if you don't understand, we'll just try to summarize. Clement, so when you open an account in IUL, when you have a product, you actually have what they call a customer portal. So they give you a customer portal. You're able to access your account online the same way you access your bank account online. It's as easy as that. Let me say you moved and you want to change your address. You just go in onto your customer portal, change your address. Let me say you changed your name, or someone is young and they got married. You just go in and change your beneficiary. Some people divorce. You had an ex-husband or ex-wife. You don't want your benefit to go to your ex. So you go in and change whatever you want to change. So that customer portal comes to you handy. The moment your policy gets approved, you have that tool for you to actually follow up your account as you go. So Clement, just gusobanura neza, iyo umaze gufungura iyo account yawe ya Index Universal Life Insurance, uba ufite access rwose, baguha link ufungura, bayita ngo ni customer portal, sinzi uko ndibugite mu Kinyarwanda, nka kwa kundi ufite bank account yawe kuri telefoni, kuri aho uyifite hose, winjiramo ukabasha kureba ibyo ushaka kureba, ukabasha guhindura ibyo ushaka guhindura byose at any given time rwose. It is there, you have it. Thank you.
That means after 1 year or 2 years, I can check my interest, and if the interest rises, I can check it, right?
So the interest accumulation, the accruing of the interest, that interest is added after year one, after your anniversary year. So let me say you bought your Index Universal Life, maybe January 20th, 2025. By January 20th, 2026, actually, I don't know if you have received, because they send out statements. Statements like, for example, this one came from Fidelity and Guarantee. Every year, for anybody who has an account with Fidelity or whichever account you have, they send you your annual statement. The same way you receive your account statement, they will send you also the annual statement. So this one is going to be sent to you. But if you have that account, the customer portal, you can actually access your statement online. You can actually disable this way of receiving those statements from the mailbox. They can actually come through your customer portal. Yes. So you don't accrue interest every month. The interest is added on your account every anniversary of your account.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome, sir. That was a great question. Someone else could be something. We're not going to keep so long. If you have something burning, you can go ahead and put in the chat, or you ask. Other than that, we'll give you 3-4 minutes, and then we'll go ahead and close it. For those who came in late, I see some people came in a little late, who again share the recording. Is here for us to learn. We do understand the busy schedules for this country. That is why all the trainings we have are always recorded for you to go back and listen to. If you missed something or two, you go back and learn. Okay, the mic is still open. See something in the chat. Okay. So we do have Collins here asking a question. Now, this is a little bit different from what we're doing, but that is still good. So he's asking, as a new agent, what was your biggest challenge in your first 6 months? What kind of training helped you the most when you started? Okay, so this is actually on the opportunity side, which we did actually talk about last week. So when you come here, first of all, you have to have your why. When you know your why, what you're trying to do and what you're trying to achieve. So for me, I came in here ready to learn. That product so bad because I saw how badly my community needed protection. So that was actually something that moved me so much to know that if there is something I can find that can actually protect my community, can help my community stop actually the GoFundMe here and there, because GoFundMe is not option. So what helped me to move faster was actually the Freedom Equity Group has a lot of training materials. That is actually what I can tell you. You don't even have to pay platform fee. So the training is like a lot. As long as you save an hour or two a day or even a week, you can learn as less as you can, depending on how much time you're willing to put in. So we always tell people, we are here, this is our job. So full time, we are business owners. You want to put the time into your business the same way you want to put time into the business of someone else. Because you're putting more time building someone else's legacy, you want to put some time. We have 24 hours a week. Let me say someone's still working 8 hours. You still have 16 left. Put at least 2 hours a day to inform yourself. So we have weekly trainings. This is the only business we say you're in a business for yourself, but not by yourself. So we are always here to learn together. This is an example. We are here to learn with our communities because we know we can all benefit from one another. So we have Thursdays to learn with our communities, and we have actually weekly trainings with the agents so that we can actually move together on this crusade to move financial literacy into our communities. Colin, hope that answered a bit of your question. But again, we know this time is not always enough. We can talk afterwards. We take you through the whole training journey that we can actually help you to get trained in less than a month. You should be good to go. Thank you, Corinne. That was a great question. Thank you. Ivan, you can take it on if there's anything you want to add on as well. As we conclude, it looks like maybe the presentations were very clear, and then we'll go ahead and close in a few minutes. You can go ahead and take on the final remarks, and then we'll let people go.
Thank you so much, Emma, for the perfect remarks that you gave us. Thank you, everyone who joined the meeting. It was very valuable. It was a valuable time for all of us who presented. You know, when you're presenting to the audience, which is supportive, you feel very much welcomed. So we want to thank you so much for all your time and everything. Because of you, that's why we have this presentation. And we also count on you as the people, because your needs is our needs. If you have any question, please reach out to any of us you saw on the flyer. I'm pretty sure everyone who joined the meeting has someone who they know. So if you have any question later, you can always reach out. We are here for you. And we, even if we don't have any, if you have a question and we don't have an answer immediately, we can always find out and also get back to you as soon as we can. So thank you very much for being with us tonight. I hope to hear from you very soon. And whoever has not bought or purchased this IUL, I'm telling you, don't miss out. Thank you.
Thank you, Ivan. Hello, Beth. Please go ahead and give your final remarks. So go ahead and close here.
Yes. Thank you so much, Immaculate, for this opportunity. I'm just here to let you know that if you need more information, please reach out to any of us so that we can sit down together and just lash it out like bits and pieces and make sure you understand better. And those who are ready to sign up also, please, you can see each one of us and we'll be able to support you and make sure that we give you the best plan, but the best retirement plan that suits your needs. So don't be shy, ask questions. Our numbers are on the flyer. Reach out. They say don't be ignorant as well. So just reach out and we'll be able to give you more information and support you the best way we can. So thank you for joining us tonight and have a wonderful evening. Back to you, Immaculate.
Thank you so much, Beth. Thank you so much, Ivan. Thank you so much, everyone in the audience. We always value your time. We share here to learn together, educate one another, educate our community. Again, we thank you. We value your time. As always, we tell you these presentations are short, but if you need a personalized presentation, we are here to learn with you. We are here to learn with your community, with your family. We do needs analysis. We do understand that every family's financial need is different. That is why we tailor every needs analysis or every plan towards a particular client or family. So reach out to one of us. We are here to learn with you, follow up with you until we get that ideal family plan or retirement plan or protection plan that we all need. Thank you once again. Until then, next week on Thursday, you have a good evening and a good night.